Greetings, lords and ladies, and welcome to the Westeros vibe, where no one can hear you scream when your favorite character bites it. Before we start, I would like to remind you that links to every article or video covered this week can be found in the video description below. Also in the description you will find timestamps so that you can choose which stories you will want to view. We start off this week with Game of Thrones was the most talked about TV show on Facebook in 2015. The runner-ups were The Walking Dead, The Daily Show, and Saturday Night Live. Apparently popular culture nowadays is ruled by zombies and comedy. Could have been worse, at least it's not reality TV and soaps anymore. Moving on with Stars celebrate film wrap as Kit Harington is spotted in Northern Ireland. The cast of the show had a little celebration at Ulster Museum, where undoubtedly much merriment was had by all. Present were Maisie Williams, Sophie Turner, Emilia Clarke and Liam Cunningham, who were photographed or just witnessed. Apart from these, there were two more actors present in Northern Ireland, but not at the party, Kit Harington and Caris van Houten. I will leave the speculation to you. Next up we have Natalie Dormer teases the very interesting and independent Season 6. In an interview she describes the direction team of having gone off pissed. We don't have the books anymore. She also said the following. This is Dan and David's first independent season without the penmanship of A Song of Ice and Fire writer George R. Martin. It's going to be very interesting for the fans to see. It's completely fresh snow to step into. Which isn't something really new, just further confirmation that things will certainly not play out as they will in the books, although some beats will exist. In other news, Game of Unknown's glossary, every major Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones fan theory. Pretty much every major fan theory is covered in this long post, from R plus L equals J to the identity of Cold Hands. I will not list them here because I have already thought about doing a series about many of these in the lead up to Season 6 and Winds of Winter, when some of these may be confirmed, busted, or just left in the air. Moving on to Kit Harington's life goals include marriage and having kids. There is speculation that Rose Leslie, kissed by fire and wild to the core, may just be the one with which McStabby will produce a family. But even if it isn't, he will not have any problems finding someone for obvious reasons. Next up we have Brewery Omegang announces its next Game of Thrones themed beer. In the traditions of such beers as Iron Throw Blonde Ale, Take the Black Stout, Fire and Blood Red Ale, Valar Morghulis Double Ale, and Three-Eyed Raven Dark Saison Ale, they are releasing a new one called Seven Kingdoms, whose description is as such. Seven Kingdoms is a marriage of a traditional Belgian-style wheat and a hop-forward American ale, but unlike so many of the marriages on the show, the resulting hoppy wheat is pleasant, playful, and inspired. At 6.9% alcohol by volume, it possesses a nuanced complexity that pairs nicely with the hop-forward characteristics that make it surprisingly refreshing. One beer, Seven Kingdoms. You do the math. In other news, filming leftovers. Shots surfaced from October filming in Ireland. This news item contains some new pictures from the sets of Riverrun and from the set of the epic battle from the season finale. Link in the description for anyone who wants to view them. Moving on to New Book will try and explain the science of Game of Thrones. All that we know is that it will be written by stand-up comedian Helen Keane, and the release date is currently undetermined. It is an interesting idea which may translate into a worthwhile book. Next up, Rory McCann insists the Hound is dead, after he plays the harmonica. He was present alongside Natalie Emanuel, who plays Missandre, at German Comic Con 2015, where they praised the stunt work for the fighting pit scene from the season finale and gave the bit of information from the title. There is also a video included in the article for those interested. Link in the description as always. Moving on to the lands of YouTube, we have yet more videos to discuss this week. Preston Jacobs has released a video discussing Bitterblooms, another entry into George's 1000 Worlds series. Emergency Awesome has released a video discussing the remaining known Valyrian blades in the world of Ice and Fire. That is the news for the week ending on December 20th. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please like, share, comment and subscribe. And stay tuned. Goodbye everyone and have a nice Christmas.